Testing 1 2. Can you hear me out there? Testing, testing. All right, we're loading in here. We're loading. We're going. We're almost there. Talk about some juicy stuff today here, guys. Some juicy stuff today. It won't be here for you long. All right, so welcome, guys, to day 3 of our live workshop about money and finances. Okay, so if you was here Monday, hey, we spoke about how money works. We spoke about the 3 ways that money grows. We spoke about this third option that many people never heard about, which is the index. Okay, day 2, which was Tuesday, which was yesterday, we spoke about the 5 homes of money. Where should I put my money? I'm making a lot of money, man. I need to know where I could put my money. I'm a person that my money coming in is flowing real good. But where can I put my money? And so day 5, that's where we spoke about the different homes or where you can place your money to where it's liquid. You can access your money. It's safe. Now, that's going to happen to your money while it's there. You have tax advantages and tax deduction on that money when you put it there, and you also have growth potentials. Okay, it's outpacing inflation. We all know inflation has just been going up and killing us every year. How can we be protected from that? And so I spoke about the different 5 homes where we can place our money. Okay, now today is just going to be really short. Okay, it's not going to be as long-winded. We're going to be talking about ownership. I'm gonna dab into ownership, more about using ownership with the universal life insurance policy, using a life insurance policy as a tool for ownership, having it as a base for ownership. Okay, let's show you guys to outsmart things. Okay, in a way, so you can increase your assets and stability instead of just increasing your liabilities and just struggling to make ends meet every month type vibes. Okay, so when I speak about the index universal life insurance policy, I usually, not normally, most likely compare it to this type of policy to owning an apartment building, okay, or running your own type of business, your own business. Okay, so this is that third way that money grows spoke about. Okay, this is that fifth home of money that we spoke about yesterday. Okay, um so I've compared the index universal life insurance to like buying a 5-story building apartment complex. Okay, or owning your own apartment, or no, owning your own business. So let's just say that the IRS let's just say that the IRS says, hey, if you only rent out the first floor in the first year, and you rent out the second floor in the second year, you rent out the third floor in your apartment building in the third year, and the fourth floor, you rent that fourth floor out in the fourth year, and the fifth floor in the fifth year. And all of your rental income, all of that money you getting from that rental property that you have already, on that rental property, it'll be tax free forever. So all the money you getting is tax free forever. Now, I would do that because of the tax free cash flow, and that is what we want at the end of the day. Okay, we want our money to come in to us tax free. Okay, so now I would do my best to keep that going, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. So this is what you do. There's three phases when starting an index universal life insurance policy. Okay, if you haven't heard of these phases, they're the contribution phase, which is phase 1, phase 2, which is the accumulation phase, which is phase 2. Then it's phase 3 when you got profits and distributions. So it's a process. Okay, it's a process. Everything In this construct, everything in this system has in this matrix has a system and a process to it. This is the process to owning um your life insurance policy, being self-insured, okay, and actually reaping the benefits from the seeds that you're sowing into your policy, if that's making sense. Okay. So let's just start with phase one. We're gonna go into phase one. Phase one, this is where you start renting out the first floor of your apartment, okay, or just putting money into your life insurance policy, your index universal life insurance policy. So at the contribution phase, your life insurance contract is usually 1/5 funded, because that's that first year putting that you've been paying money into this policy. Boom, 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 boom. You're gonna have access to some money, but it won't be full, right? If you only have 1/5 of your apartment building rented out, would the business of owning an apartment be profitable then? So you own an apartment building and it's 5 floors, but you only rented out the first floor. If you think about it, guys, it's not fully rented out yet. It's not ready to be profitable yet. So it's the same with your life insurance, with this index universal life insurance policy and the cash value. Oh, you will have access in the first after the first year, but it's not profitable yet, right? To be able to pull money out just yet. You can do it if you want, but it's like it's not all the way there. It's not full yet. We want it to be full. So that's where step two, phase two comes in. This is where we're continuing to fill up our policy. Or, in other words, since I'm using a real estate example here, or this is like us renting out more floors in our apartment complex. Okay, you filling out your policy, you rent it out for the additional floor. This is like now it's year two, you still putting money into it. Year three, you still putting in money into it. It's year four, you're still adding money into your policy. Or in other words, like I said, this is similar to owning your own apartment complex or your own business. Year two, you got you another person in there that's paying you rent. So you rented out the second floor. Year three, you got another person in there paying you rent. Renting out that. Then year four, same thing. Year five, same thing. Okay. And so that comes to phase three. This is the final stage when you go to funding your own life insurance policy. Well, index universal life insurance policy. This is phase three. This phase is where it's max funded, where you've got enough funds in your policy to where you don't need to keep paying money no more. You don't have to continue to put money into it. It can self-sustain. It's self-sustain on its own. So once you get to this is where we discuss with you when you're ready to take out a loan. Okay, we're going to discuss how often, how much you want to from your cash value, and repayment options if you decide to repay it. Okay, that's how that works. That's just phase three in the whole thing. So that's it for today, guys. I told you I wasn't going to be too long for you guys, but those are the three phases when it comes to owning your own when it comes to funding these type of policies. I know many people haven't touched on them, but there's three phases. Okay, once you start having this type of life insurance policy, it's like, okay, man, you're starting to think more like an investor. Your mindset is shifting from a business owner to an investor. You know, um, so your mindset is changing. Your mindset is wanting to have ownership. You want to own what you got. And so you listening and you wanting a life insurance policy, but you want to know, like, how can I get ownership in that? How can I get ownership in that? What are the steps? What are the processes for that? So that's what we showed. That's what I showed here today. The three phases to starting this type of policy, to funding this type of life insurance policy for ownership and for maximum profitable gains, where you can profit from your investment, so you can profit from what you're doing. So that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to steal life insurance. It's still life insurance, okay? Um, Tune in tomorrow where we speak about the water bucket strategy, okay? Ways of how you can manage, how you can continue managing this type of life insurance policy while you're still alive, okay? And how you can flourish with your own money tree or your own policy type vibes. But thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you, audience, for tuning in today. Tune in tomorrow where we're going to speak about the funding strategy, which I call the water bucket strategy, on how we can manage it. Okay, because we working hard for our money, right? We want to see, hey man, how can our money work for us real hard? And so that's what I'm going to be discussing tomorrow on in tomorrow's workshop about money and finances. Okay, I'm teaching my audience about money and finances and how it works, and how we can have ownership with it, cash flow secrets and strategies, and what we can use. So tune in tomorrow where we can learn more about that, and we'll get into it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Um, let's just get it going. Let's just keep it going tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. You take care out there.